Hello, namaste and welcome in the series of cybersecurity. This side is Meena and today I am just going to discuss about how do hackers gain access to systems or network. What are attack vectors and how hackers are using those attack vectors, and what is the solution to protect against the cyber attacks which are performed by the hackers. Okay, as we know, hacker always in the hunt finding out the vulnerabilities and just to use those vulnerabilities, and what are the possible ways hackers can perform an attack. Okay, and how they are just going to deliver their payload, their malicious code or software on our system, on our networks. That is attack vector. Okay, so what are the different ways hackers can use? Vulnerabilities can exist on cloud computing. Okay, because cloud cloud computing is growing rapidly. Different companies from different industries are adopting it. So hackers will try to find out is what exists in the cloud, what the threat exists and how to exploit it, what vulnerabilities exist it. So they just use it, and stealing information from other cloud users as well. They will just try to find out the credential, and then those credentials they use to steal the information, exfiltrate the information. And another is they can use the data loss. Okay, stealing the data, putting a lot of pressure on companies, giving it to the competitor, or they can sell it on in the dark web. Okay, so they can also use that. And attack on sensitive information, definitely they are always in that hunt. And advanced persistent threat, they are developing the advanced malware or the advanced threats, we can say, which are really very hard to detect. Hundred of days it can, even sometimes it can stay in your network for years. You just never come to know your, yes, this attack is happening on your network and stealing the valuable information from your network. Clear? So they can also use this one, viruses or the worms. Okay, and ransomware, really it's we can say one of the very favorite tool for the hackers, because they will encrypt the data which lies on your systems, on your network, on data centers, and then they will ask a huge amount to decrypt it. Yeah, and another is mobile threats. Nowadays we are using our mobile to access the data, internet is available on that. So hackers will also find out, yes, these are the vulnerability exist on our network. There are number of apps available, and sometimes we don't just give a attention to just know about, yes, this is that attack, is it secure, what kind of permission it is asking. Because when we install an app, they will ask to just give the permission on documents, on your photos, on this, on that. And when they are having access on it, and we have installed any software on our mobile devices, then definitely they will also exploit the vulnerabilities which exist in it and can get access on our data. And nowadays mobile is that's also linked with our banking, linked with other information that's also on the same network, which we for our office network. So if they will find a way, yes, this is the way, I am just attack on a mobile, now as I become the part of a big network which is of a company. Okay, and they just try to find out, yes, which information is valuable, and let me just collect that information. Clear? Another thing is the botnet. Okay, hackers will install some softwares on the devices, and they can just control it remotely. And when some bot exist on our device, then that means we are become the part of big network, that's botnets, and just with few commands, with or either just with one click, whatever the hackers want to perform to us on our systems, they can just do. Okay, another attack vector is inside attackers. Oh my god, this is really this is a really very dangerous situation when the attacker lies in our network. Trustworthy users working in a company, it's very hard to detect those, and definitely they can put a lot of damage to a company. Okay, another is phishing. More than 90% of the attacks which is just coming from outsider is through the emails, and they are sending the lucrative messages, the links, the offers, and sometimes they use the email addresses just look like are coming from the legitimate colleagues or from our boss, and what the link it is having, or the document it is having, when we open those attachment or will click on those links, then definitely will become the part of the phishing. Clear? And another is web application threats. Clear? So vulnerability definitely lies on it, and they will exploit it. IoT threats. Vendors are developing so many IoT devices, and these are definitely, I appreciate for that. Yes, they are just giving us wonderful features on those, whether that's light, refrigerator, power control, just to detect our temperature or our heartbeat, or many more things we can do with the IoT devices. But still there are a lot of space, because this industry is not mature, that's growing, it's not too old. So the security part is really very new in those devices, and a lot of vulnerabilities exist. And if they will find vulnerabilities in one device, and a number of devices exist from these vulnerabilities, they can also we can say use those IoT devices and perform attack. So here is, you need to understand, hackers are not having one way or two way or three ways to perform the attack. There are multiple attack vectors or ways they can send their malicious data or software or code to our systems, or even need not to send the data or malicious code to on our systems. They can use the legitimate services as well, fileless malware, and they can control it remotely. Lot of things they can perform. Now the question comes, okay, hackers can do a lot of many things, then what we can do, what is in our hand, how to break this chain, how to secure our networks, our data, our systems from those kind of attacks? Yes, there is a solution. And what's that solution? I'm just showing you that solution, but give few seconds to yourself and think what will be the solution, and you will be amazed that solution is in your hand. And what it can be, think for a moment. And here it is. Oh my god, awareness and knowledge. Yes, how just the hackers are performing the attacks? With the awareness, with the knowledge. Without that, if that vulnerability exists on our systems, if they don't have the awareness, if they don't have the knowledge, they cannot perform. So this is just only the way we can defend our network, our knowledge, our awareness. Clear? So wasn't it so fantastic, so interesting just to know about different type of attack vectors and how we can defend cyber attacks and can save our network and devices. So follow me on the cybersecurity prism and get the notification for the next interesting and informative session. Also share that session with your friends and group members as well, so that they will be able to understand what exactly is the attack vectors and how hackers are using it, and what are the ways we can protect our valuable data, systems, networks from those kind of attacks. Clear? And in the next session, I'm just going to discuss about what does make Micro Focus ArcSight SIEM as a leading SIEM tool. So see you in the next session. Namaste.